Which trading card game is the best trading card game? Which should you buy for long term? Is it Magic? Is it Pokemon? Yu-Gi-Oh! Lorcana, One Piece, Digimon, Dragon Ball, Gundam, Riftbound? Any of these card games that we carry, which should you buy? We don't currently have Dragon Ball. We do have some in storage, but we might bring that back. I don't know. Some people have been asking me about Dragon Ball recently. Who thinks we should carry back Dragon Ball again? Or is it just going up right now because the entire whole TCG space is up? Is it only up because everything else is up? I don't know. I don't know the future. I'm not here to tell you what to buy. I'm not here to tell you which trading card game actually is the best, because I truly don't know. I am just going to tell you my experiences, my thoughts, and my prayers. Not my prayers, just joking. My thoughts on why I buy so much of certain card games and why I buy so little of certain card games. So, first off, the first thing you're looking for in a card game the last time is a big IP, a big player base, or a bunch of people who just love the brand. Whatever it is, you need at least one of those things to make your card game last long term. You have to have a lot of people that are diehard fans of either your brand or a brand within your brand or something to that sort, like Magic the Gathering, like Pokemon, like One Piece. Magic has The Hobbit, Magic has Lord of the Rings and Final Fantasy, and all these other different IPs now. They are branching out, they are growing their base. They are doing what other card games simply haven't done and possibly could do. I saw something about a One Piece / Final Fantasy crossover. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it's actually true. People are saying Final Fantasy and OP-18 of One Piece. I don't know if it's actually true. I don't know if it's just an artist from Final Fantasy joining One Piece for the trading card game or something like that, or if there's actually going to be a crossover with Final Fantasy. That would be insane. And Magic was the pioneer of it for the trading card game space, it seems, other than Weiss. Weiss was obviously the first one. They brand after brand after brand of animes. Like, for example, a brand or a card game, for it to last a long time, for it to stay here in the space for a long time, it needs a huge player base. If there's not a huge player base that keeps up the card game, it's not going to last. Like Weiss is pretty cool. It is literally what Union Arena copied. Union Arena copied Weiss. They're doing the same thing. Different trading card game, different playing. I don't know how you play either of them. I don't know how to play either of them. I'm going to be honest. I only know how to play Magic, Lorcana, Pokemon, kind of One Piece, Yu-Gi-Oh! I know how to play. Yeah, that's about it, I think. Anyways, like, you see this Weiss thing. Like, for that thing, in the end, at the end of time, in 20, 30 years, 40 years, this Magic the Gathering avatar is going to be worth more than this avatar's trial deck or the avatar booster box from Weiss. Why is that? Because the amount of players in Magic the Gathering is probably 100,000x or 10,000x or whatever. I don't know. There's way more players, there's way more collectors in Magic the Gathering than there is Weiss. So you got to look at numbers. You got to look at all the sales numbers online. You can look at them on TCG Player, on eBay, price charting, whatever it may be. You can look at the sales numbers. You can see how they sell on TCG Player, on eBay, on Amazon, on all these different websites. You can see their sell-through rate, how much they sell, what sells the most. What do you think sells the most out of all these card games? Obviously, it's Magic the Gathering, it's Pokemon, and it's One Piece. Riftbound, Gundam, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Lorcana are all slightly behind. You probably can't see those. I don't know if you can. I'm going to bring it back this far. So you got these three are probably the top selling. And then you got the second factor. It might be like this, based on TCG player at least. So it might be 1, 2, 3, or it might be 1, 2, 3. But anyways, you look at the numbers, you look at stuff that sells in Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and One Piece, they seem to sell pretty well. Magic the Gathering has the biggest player base of all time of trading card games. Any trading card game, you probably could add 2 different trading card games up, their player bases, and they wouldn't exceed Magic the Gathering's player base. And you can't even really count how many Magic the Gathering players there are. There are millions of probably casuals that have never played at a store or something, that don't even have access to a local game store because they live like 4 hours away from it or something. There's stuff like that. There's people just don't understand the amount of Magic the Gathering Commander players there are. There's tens of millions, maybe over 100 million players. It's just guesstimating. I don't know the exact number, or if that's even overshooting. I haven't looked at any actual factual numbers, so don't take that to heart. Don't say that that's the truth. That's just my guesstimations. I don't know how many actual Magic the Gathering players there are, but I do know they have increased their numbers year after year. No matter how much they print, it's not enough. And they've printed more every year. So you do the math. If they're printing more, if they still can't print enough, if they're still printing more, that means there's more players than there ever were before, or more collectors, or more investors, or all of them combined, whatever it may be. There's more people buying Magic the Gathering. That's just a fact. There's more people buying Pokemon. There's more people buying One Piece. There's more people buying Lorcana and all of these other card games. Which one is the best to buy? I do not know. And if I told you, that would be a lie. I'm about to sigh. At the end of the nigh. I don't know. Anyways, Digimon. Sell-through numbers on Digimon are very low. Star Wars, very low. Union Arena, very low, but it depends on the set. Same for Weiss. Flesh and Blood. They can't even sell 100 boxes of any set that comes out. Pokemon sells thousands of boxes every set. These 3 sell 5 to 15,000 boxes every set. 5 to 15,000. Then you got these. Well, I guess these sell like 2 to 8,000 boxes every set. And Yu-Gi-Oh! It just really depends on the set. And all these other sets, all these other card games, they just barely sell. TCG, this isn't even on TCG Player, guys, but it's selling like hotcakes. Football Pete or whatever on eBay, it sold over 3,500 boxes, I think, and he's selling them at $170 now. He obviously sold them cheaper a long time ago. He probably sold 1,500 to 2,000 at MSRP or slightly close to MSRP, because 3 or 4 days before release is when it hyped up. And if they were selling since the beginning of Power World's announcement, he's probably sold most of them at MSRP or lower than MSRP, because the hype was not there. It just simply wasn't there. I bought it because I thought it could do well. I bought it because I thought it could last the test of time. If they invest their actual time and efforts in this card game, they can make it one of the biggest card games out there. It could jump up right here. You don't know. I don't know. I don't know the future. It could jump here, or it could be one of these card games that sells less than all these ones. My Little Pony is probably over here too. So these are all the big dogs right here, it seems like. Sorcery, they don't even make enough sets. They make maybe 1 set a year. Don't even think there's a set this year. So what are they doing? I don't know if they want their card game to die, or if they're just making inflated hype by making it more secret. I don't know. Are these all the best card games right here? What do you think's the best card game? Do we not have your favorite card game like Hollow Live, Cyberpunk, whatever all these other card games, Cookie Run, Lestrals? There's so many other card games. It's so insane to me that all these card games are popping up. But I buy in the card games that have either cult followings already or high IP brands like Disney Lorcana, Star Wars. Star Wars is Disney as well, but Pokemon, the biggest IP in the world. One Piece, one of the hugest IPs. Magic the Gathering, they're harvesting IPs every year. They're getting 3 to 4 new IPs every year. Just think about it like that. They gain more IPs, they gain more nostalgia every single year. Gosh, I can't even speak. Every single year by printing Fallout, by printing Final Fantasy, by printing Doctor Who, by printing all these Marvel sets, Avatar, Lord of the Rings, Warhammer. What's next? What's next? Are they going to do Legend of Zelda? Are they going to do World of Warcraft? Are they going to do X-Men or Guardians of the Galaxy? Those are the 4 possibilities next year, based on secret emails that me and Rudy have been sending back and forth to each other. Me and Rudy have been emailing each other back and forth, telling each other the secrets of Magic the Gathering, because we do know. We have inside information. We are friends with Richard Garfield. He doesn't even do anything with the card game anymore. That was a joke. We don't know anything. It's just a lie. We don't even know anything inside information. I'm not friends with whatever Cox guy name is. He didn't tell me. I'm just joking. I don't actually know. That would be pretty cool, though, if they did do those sets that I just announced. I preemptively announced them. This is not a real sword. But you will buy one of these card games in the next month or so. Which of these card games will you buy? Let me know. Is it any of these? Do you think Riftbound's going to die? Do you think Gundam or Lorcana's going to die? These are the these 4 card games are the 4 card games people are always asking about. Is Gundam, Riftbound, Lorcana, and One Piece. The 4 biggest, brightest card games that have the brightest futures ahead of them if their companies continue to do the right things, if they continue to do good things for their players and their collectors. It's crazy. 2 of these card games are from one publisher. Then you got these 2. You got these 2, and then maybe Pal World could be one of them. Maybe Sorcery could, if they start making like 3 sets a year or something. I don't know. Maybe Flesh and Blood could come back. Maybe Everfest could go up. I don't know how much Everfest is. I bet it's lower than 80. It's probably like $20 or something. Nobody plays that game anymore. Nobody even asks about it. I bought the recent set for it and nobody asked me about it, so I didn't even bother. I think it's below cost already on TCG Player. I could be wrong. I could be right. I don't know. I got my Coca-Cola. We picked up this massive collection recently. It's just got like, what the heck? It's got Japanese packs in it. I'm gonna open a Japanese pack, see what we get. Wonder if they're weighed. I don't know if you can weigh Japanese packs or anything, but so interesting. Let's see. Oh, no, it's Chinese. That's Chinese. I'm dumb. This is a Chinese. Oh, what the heck? That is sick. That's the coolest Pikachu I've ever seen. I bet that's worth something. That's actually pretty sick. Captain Pikachu. What if I just open like $100 Pikachu and just don't even know? That's insane. That's actually a really cool reverse holo. Anyways, we picked up this huge, massive Pokemon collection. At least my dad did. He didn't even look through. He just gave the guy money and store credit based on a guess. And I don't know. I think he probably did a good job. I think we might have undershot how much we should have given him, but it's better to the undershot than overshot and pay too much and get wrecked. Because it looks like it's literally just mostly bulk. And then there's a couple Chinese packs. Randomly, a couple Chinese packs. What is this? Got a... Ooh. Nice little playmat there. Nice little playmat action. It's pretty cool. Anyways, What do you guys think about Flesh and Blood? Do you think it's going to last the test of time? Do you think Lorcana is? Do you think Gundam is? Riftbound, One Piece? I have not made a standalone video on Gundam, on Power World. I have done Yu-Gi-Oh! I have not done Sorcery. I have not done Digimon. I have not done Union Arena or Weiss. So let me know in the comments which card game you want me to talk about. Not Power World. Why is Power World there? I've talked about Power World. So we got these 5 card games. I want to diversify. Why do I want to diversify my channel? That wouldn't make sense, would it? Diversification is key, whatever you're doing. If you're trying to become good at basketball, if you're just shooting free throws, you're really, really good at free throws. Congratulations, you're good at free throws. But if that's the only thing you're good at, you're not going to play. Unless you're really good at drawing fouls. Anyways, but he's good at everything. So there's that. He's diversified. He's increased his defense. He's increased his three-point shot. Like, stuff like that. If you diversify in anything you do in life, you will see the results. You will see growth. You will see positive outcomes throughout life, whatever it may be. You can diversify how many card games you buy. You can diversify how many different commander decks you buy to collect. If you're full porting all of your money into Eldrazi Incursion, you buy 10 of these for $200 a piece. Yes, that could be a really good, smart play. Yes, these could go to 400, 500 to 1,000. They could randomly do that. I don't know. I don't know the future. But the fact is, if you buy one of these and 9 other different commander decks, the fact is, you're more likely to see a positive upwards trend in one or more of those commander decks than you are of, like, say this. Like, say they reprint this and this goes down and you have all of your money in it and it goes down to like 120. So you have to panic sell because you bought it at 180 and you think it's going to go down. That's actually what you shouldn't do. That you should buy when it's going down. Anyways, other than that, you should obviously diversify anything you do in life, whether it be buying card games, working out. If you're just doing squats, all day, I don't know how to do squats, guys. I'm just some nerd, okay? I'm a nerd, okay? Anyways, I do know how to do squats. I'm just joking. Anyway, if you don't diversify everything, you're going to see negative results a lot of the time. If you put all of your money in Bitcoin, yes, that could be a good play. Yes, you could be seen as a genius when it hits $5-10 million per Bitcoin. Yes, that's a possibility. Yes, it's probably going to happen in the future. Inflation happens every single day. The US dollar goes down every single day. What happens when the US dollar goes down? Everything else goes up. Everything goes up if the US dollar goes down. Everything's going up because the US dollar is worth less. If the US dollar is worth less, if say this is $100 a box, if the US dollar goes from being worth $1 per dollar or $1 per British pound, and then it goes down to being $2 per British pound, so it takes $2 to be 1 British pound now, this $100 booster box could go to $200. And it's still the same price if you look at the value of the US dollar compared to the other markets in the world. If you're just looking at one thing in life, if you're just looking at the US dollar, if you're just looking at all these things based on the current US dollar value, you are not looking far enough into the future than you think. You should think further into the future. If you're looking to buy stuff for long term, you should think of it like that. You should think of your US dollar is going down every year if you keep it in the bank account. But if you buy something that holds value or goes up over time, that becomes scarcer and scarcer, like trading card games, If the trading card game you buy and invest in lasts the test of time, your money will increase in value. That's just a fact, because if these card games last, they go up because there's more people getting into the card games. There's more people investing. There's more people looking at the past sets that want those cards too. If the same people hold the product that are going to hold it for the rest of time, and more people come in asking for that same product that most people are just holding in their closets to never sell, then the price is going to go up because the demand has gone up and the supply has gone down. More and more people are hoarding. More and more people are ripping. More and more people are opening to grade stuff to do packs of slab packs or whatever. Speaking of slabs, go down below in the description below or in the pinned comment below and grade through PCG. Go test out PCG. They're trying to fight against PSA, so you don't get just completely scammed just by sending in a slab and they say, oh, it's worth too much, so you got to send us $5,000. That's just ridiculous in my opinion, and PCG is trying to fight that. They're trying to become the next big thing. They're trying to join the big three, the PSA, Beckett, and maybe the third one, CGC. Maybe it's Tag. Maybe it's some other label. I don't know all the other ones, but maybe PCG will be in the big three. I don't know. And if the big two are monopolized, that's why they're getting sued right now. PSA, I think, is getting sued because they bought Beckett, and I don't know if they will win it or lose it, but it's going to be interesting. And PCG is being built right before this started happening, so it's like perfect timing. Perfect timing to get some slabs graded for cheap. Anyways, if you're just thinking short term, of course, you're gonna get scared. Of course, you're gonna dump all of your product when they reprint everything. When Pokemon reprints Destined Rivals, we've had tons of people come in, sell Destined Rivals packs and ETBs, and now we have tons of people dumping tons of other Pokemon products. People are selling stuff at alarming rates, just like back in 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, when they printed everything so hard that everything plummeted to the ground and everybody panic sold. And look at all those prices now. Look at all the stuff that they panic sold back then. Everything's at all-time highs, but everything's going down again. But going down right now is still above, way above what it was back then. So if you look at it like that, if you look at the past stuff that has repeated, like we're repeating history. We're repeating what happened in 2022. Everything's going to plummet. Everybody's going to panic. I'm going to buy more. I bought tons in 2021. I can't even talk. I bought tons in 2021 to 2024. I kept buying even though it wasn't selling. I kept buying the products even though we couldn't sell them. I was selling TCG. I was selling cards on TCG Player every single day just so that we could buy the products. Because if we couldn't buy the products, I would be sad. And I wouldn't have any Pokemon products over there. But since I was delusionally buying every single day, since I was buying every single week, buying the products that were coming out that people were saying not to buy, people saying, these are at cost on TCG Player, why would you buy these? I saw stores on the Facebook groups complaining that they printed too many more Pico V-Union boxes. I saw stores complaining that they're just making them go out of business. I saw many stores go out of business during those years. And frankly, more and more stores are popping up during the bull market again, just like in 2020 when the bull market happened. A bunch of stores tried to open, and a lot of those stores have closed since then, but the smart ones, the ones that have figured out their formula of their store on how to make their store last, to make their store not die because the markets are bad. Make it to where people still come into their game store even though the market's terrible, and they'll still buy your products even though your products are above TCG Player, because on TCG Player it's at cost. Sometimes people support stores that supported them throughout the years, made them have good times throughout the years, meet new friends, meet new people, maybe meet their spouse, who knows. Local game stores aren't just scalpers. They aren't just people trying to make a quick buck on everybody. They are bringing people together. We are making people have new friends, create new friendships, have fun, forget about all their atrocities in life and atrocities in this world. That's the thing about local game stores, that some people who naysay them on Facebook, I see tons of people just shit-talking stores on Facebook saying, we don't need local game stores this, and we don't need local game stores that. They truly don't understand what would happen if local game stores ceased to exist. If there was no local game store, all of these card games would literally die. That's what would happen. If every game store ceased to exist and people didn't have places to play, places to buy, collect, trade, sell, the games would die. Because if there's no places to play, buy, trade, it's not going to last. That's just a fact. If you're just selling it at Walmart, you're just selling it at Target, it's not going to last. So these publishers, these trading card game companies need to realize that and start investing more of their time and more of their efforts into ensuring that the local game stores are taken care of through their organized play systems, through their printing. If they're given more products to Walmart and GameStop and all these other places, then these local game stores are going to continue to die. They're going to continue to go out of business because all these big trading card games are just trying to make a quick buck. Like back when Magic dumped on Amazon, and they continue to dump on Amazon. Now they're just making their products so good that they can dump on Amazon above at MSRP, and it won't even cause it to go down, because like they sold thousands of the Hobbit collector boxes on Amazon, I think, and saw tons of people buying them at MSRP on Amazon. So they have figured out the formula how to not destroy their card game, and I hope they won't dump on the market. If the market sees a drop, if the market goes down below cost on TCG Player and they dump it below our cost on Amazon again sometime in the future, that would not bode well. I hope they have learned from the past and they don't do that again, because that kept the market down for so long. I mean, I would love it to happen, because I would just continue to buy like I did back then and continue to look at history and ensure that I don't repeat my mistakes of the past, and try to repeat all the positive things that I've done in the past and buy all the products that I think are good. Like Lorcana. Is this fabled box worth $900? It went to $1,400 and then it plummeted down to $800 or $900, and now nobody's wanting it. It's minus 40%, and people are naysaying it now. That's the power of hype. That's the power of demand. Once the hype starts, people keep buying. They keep buying. They say it's going to keep going up. They say it's going to go up forever, and then a market lull happens, or it goes down for a little bit, and it starts to go down, and people start panic selling, and people start saying it's a shitty product. People stop buying it. They just stopped buying it. It started going down, and now it's like $800 or $900. Should you buy it at $800 or $900, or should you have bought it when it was $1,400 when everyone was saying to buy it? Everybody was saying to buy it when it was above $1,000. Now it's below $1,000. Everybody's saying not to buy it. Make it make sense. Same thing went with this. It went down to below $400 for a few days, and now it's above $500 again, I think. Don't follow what other people are constantly telling you. Try to go against the grain. Try to go against the flow. Try to find things that you think are good before other people think they're good. Like Spider-Man. Spider-Man, this set Oh, it's so bad. People think it's terrible. We got boxes for distribution cost on our Patreon below. If you would like to join the Patreon, we got Avatar, Spider-Man, Marvel superheroes, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles currently at our cost on our Patreon. So if you would like to join below, click the link below. There's only limited spots left. I am slowly adding more and more spots over time, but currently I think there's like 6 spots left or something, but I might add more if 6 spots fill up. Anyways, Spider-Man, people are saying it's shitty. It's the same thing as Marvel superheroes. It's the same thing as The Hobbit, guys. They all have the same hits. They all have the same hit rates. They all have the same chase rare. They all have $20,000 hits in their collector boxes. $20, $30, $40,000. They all have hits above $200 to $500. They all have Commander staples that last the test of time. What do they all have in common? They are all IPs. But since Spider-Man was so bad, people don't see it. People don't see it. I don't know. I see it. I see it. I don't know why people don't. Other people don't see it. There's a $40,000, $30,000 hit, and all 3 of those sets: The Hobbit, Marvel superheroes, and Spider-Man. Throughout time, it won't matter what you buy it at. In 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 4 years, there's a $40,000 hit in a booster box. If that goes up in value, it's going to be even more. If you can hit a $30,000 card in a collector booster box, how much can that collector booster box be? I don't know. There's not hits that high in these old Pokemon boxes, and those Pokemon boxes are 10, 20, 30,000. Some of the cards, like if they're PSA 10, they're worth that much, but in these Magic the Gathering sets, raw, they're worth that much because this is a trading card game. This is a playing card game. They play this. Magic the Gathering is played. These cards are playable. Those expensive cards in Pokemon, they're cool. They're art. Nice. 80% of people are just collectors. You could play the $30,000 hits in Magic the Gathering. You could in Pokemon, theoretically. But it's nothing like Magic. Nothing is like Magic. Magic is the big dog, in my opinion. I don't care if everybody flames me, if everybody says Pokemon is the big dog. At the end of the day, Magic the Gathering has the biggest player base of all time. Magic the Gathering is growing their IP every single day by increasing more IPs in their IP. They got Doctor Who, they got Warhammer, they got Star Trek, they got The Hobbit, they got Lord of the Rings, they got Final Fantasy, they got 3 or 4 more next year. They are increasing their buyers. They are increasing their player base. They are increasing their buyer base. They are increasing their investors. Pokemon is increasing their investors. They are increasing their collectors. Yes, we have seen a lot of new players. We have seen growth in player bases here. But is that because it's hyped up right now? I don't know. I don't know. If the market dies, will our player base die? I don't know. I don't know the future. All I know is the player base for Magic the Gathering is unprecedented. Magic and Pokemon are definitely the 2 highest player bases of all time, but Magic the Gathering, based on the Commander players, based on the tournaments and everything, Magic the Gathering has Pokemon beat out of the water because they have more casuals, and these casuals, there are tons of rich casuals. The rich casuals that play the game, they will buy these $30,000 cards and play with them, like whatever Cash Cards Unlimited, Cassius Marsh, or whatever, he's buying those. There's Post Malone. There's tons of people who just want to buy all these super expensive cards, and that's just why these card games are doing it. There's high rollers in these card games. Now, it's very cool to be rich in these card games now. It's very cool to have a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 card in your collection as a famous rich person. These Logan Pauls and all these rich peoples, these Gary V's, all these people in these card game spaces are making these card games able to create chase rares higher than they ever thought possible. They're at prices they never thought possible, because all these rich athletes and singers and people that just love playing Magic the Gathering, they are rich. And if there's rich people willing to buy these cards at these prices, that's what these prices are going to hold at. And that's what these collector boxes are going to continue to go up, because these prices are going to continue to hold unless Magic the Gathering randomly dies. Unless Magic the Gathering, they do a crossover with Pokemon, or they do a crossover with some other thing that makes people, like maybe they do a crossover with Harry Potter. And because J.K. Rowling is a bigot, everybody cancels them. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. I don't know the future. I truly don't know. All I know is you should buy what you like, and if you don't like something, don't buy it. That's just that simple. You think Power World's dumb? It doesn't matter how much you say it's shitty online or on Facebook or on my YouTube comments. If it goes up to $1,000 a box, you're just a hater. You're just a hater. You just hate the card game because you didn't buy it. Oh, Star Wars Unlimited, they randomly fix everything, and everything skyrockets. All of a sudden, you hate it. You hate it. You start saying Star Wars sucks because you're not in it. My Little Pony card game randomly blows up. You hate it now because it went up and I bought it. And now you hate me because I bought it and I'm a scalper. I'm the scalper of the town. I bought it before everybody else wanted it, and suddenly everybody wants it, and now I'm the scalper. Now I'm the shitty person, even though I offered these products at prices very fair when people didn't want them. So you just look at time, you look at everything in life, diversify everything you can, and try to look at the positive things in life. Don't focus on negative things in life. If you're focused on the negative things about these card games, you're not going to buy them, and then in the future they're going to blow up randomly, and you're going to be sad because you focused on the negative people online, the negativity. I cannot talk right now for some reason. Maybe I need a drink of Coca-Cola. Anyways, excuse me. That was not a real bit. That was actually a soundboard. I made it look real, but it was not real. Who changed my voice? Why am I talking like this? Anyways, all I have to say is Final Fantasy is the best set of all time. $250 a box. That's just bonkers. That's crazy. I'm about to go to the loo in the bathroom. Anyways, back to the regular program. They reprint this, it goes down. I'll buy more. That's just what I do. And when you believe in card games, when you believe fully in Magic the Gathering, you buy every product. I buy every single product they come out with, no matter what it is. I buy it in bulk. I buy as much as I can. And now with the Patreon, I have to buy even more. So if you would like to join the Patreon below to get discounts on products, Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Arcana, One Piece, Digimon, Dragon Ball, whatever it may be, any of these card games maybe, I don't know, join the Patreon below, patreon.com/fullmoongames. Be sure to like and subscribe. Like this video, comment below. Let me know how shitty this video was and how awesome The Hobbit is. Is The Hobbit or the Final Fantasy better set? Which one's better, in your opinion? What do you think's the best? Whoa. Whoa. I just realized they made the box slightly smaller. That's weird. The Final Fantasy box is longer by like a centimeter. Centimeter is a lot. A centimeter is a lot. That's a lot. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video. My name is Ben from Full Moon Games and Footers Pizza, located in Terre Haute, Indiana. If you would like to support us, go to our website, fullmoongames.com, buy some Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Riftbound, Lorcana, or One Piece singles, and make my day by leaving a comment saying Ben is dumb or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll throw something in cool, like the Magic the Gathering card called Dumbass, or maybe the one that's called City of Ass. Imagine. We have those on our website. We might have it. These are Magic the Gathering cards. I'm not cursing. We got Badass, City of Ass, Dumbass, Smartass, Fat Ass. Those are all Magic cards. I'm just naming off Magic the Gathering cards that we have in our system. Fullmoongames.com. Check Unhinged, or Unglued, or Unstable, or Unsanctioned. Those are all joke sets. If you want funny cards, that's where you'll find them. Anyways. My process. They stole it from us. Hope you all enjoyed this video. My name is Ben from Full Moon Games and Footers Pizza. That's the 69th time I've said that, so I've got ADHD, and I really hope this video is longer than 69 seconds or 67 seconds or 500 seconds. Anyways, buy our products. Come in our store today. That was not a good sentence. I should not have said that. Don't do that, guys. Please don't do that. I'm not going to repeat what I said. Anyways, come down to Full Moon Games and Footers Pizza located in Terre Haute, Indiana. Buy some of our products in store. Make us happy. Buy some food. Eat some food. You can come in with your meta glasses, film buying products, and then buy some food, and then sit down and eat. I saw some videos of people doing that. That'd be really cool if you did that here. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video. I don't know what else to say, so I'm just gonna Alright, let's do a little walkthrough, because I gotta do it every single video. How long has this been? 41 minutes. That's pretty good. Alright, let's start with all of the sleeves and stuff. What is this? We got space base, guys. We got space base. Alright, we got all of these products up here. Plushie galore. Plushie galore. We got tons of stuffs. We're the scalpers of Indiana. We go around to Walmarts and Sam's Clubs and Myers and Costco's and Targets and Best Buys and buy out everything, and this is how we got all the product, guys. All of this product is from Best Buy. We literally go out to Best Buy and buy them out. It's literally the Best Buy of our life. Not really, guys. Obviously, we don't buy any product from retailers like Walmart. There's my step stool on a step stool action. What are you doing, step stools? Get a room. Anyways, we got Clash of Clans. We got all these things over here, stuff and things. If you want to see this stuff and things in person, come to Full Moon Games and Footers Pizza located in Terre Haute, Indiana. And you could buy these products in person, or you can buy them on our website, fullmoongames.com. Sell us cards at fullmoongames.com/buylist, or you can email me at sellmecardsfmg@gmail.com. There's people outside that are at the light just staring at me, and I just feel very, very weird. People looking at me. It's just going to be my longest video yet. And we got all of these play mats, as you can see, and those totally tubular tubes. Come buy all of these stuff. Buy all these things. We got Catan, and we got that. Anyways, let's go. Go this way. We got some posters in now. We got some posters, and we're gonna add more, but this is what we have so far. Can't wait to see the new ones. We're gonna get like 8 more posters, 8 or 9 more posters, maybe even more. But this is what we got so far. We got that over here. We got some stuffs over here. Got tons and tons of space. Anyways, I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me, but you gotta have friends. Anyways, wow, guys, look, Somebody's filming in here. I think it might be me. Filming. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. My name is Ben from Full Moon Games and Footers Pizza, the biggest scalper in the West. Have a good day. Make somebody's day. Compliment somebody, because one compliment can make 1,000 people have a better day, because one compliment can lead them to having a better day, which can lead them to complimenting somebody, which can lead them to complimenting somebody, and it's a butterfly effect. Anyways, have a good day. I've said that 1,000 times. I'm so bad at these videos, guys. Bye, our Pokemon.